it's sickening what's been happening in the past couple months here. It just breaks my heart all the way around. You know, I drew a line in the sand when I first started this program. I said, never, ever, ever will I ever want to talk about politics. Just not what I'm into. Don't really care about it. Not the road I even want to go down. But I drew that line, stating that if they cross that line, you know, that there will be trouble. Well, guess what? They didn't cross the line once within these past few months of the new year. They've crossed it twice. Okay, in my book, they've drawn first blood. Well, guess what? The gloves come off. No more Mr. Nice Guy. It's time to hammer down. Federal government, number 1. Any child underneath the age of 13 years old can no longer ride a motorcycle or ATV underneath 100 cc's. Okay? And a lot of people are going, why? Well, there's a lead content. Okay, yes, there is lead in these vehicles, but there's only one problem. It's a vehicle. It's not a toy. I've never seen any child of any age eat a motorcycle or an ATV. I'm sorry. You know, one person call me. Anywhere, I don't care, anywhere in the face of the planet, call me and says, you know what? I've seen a 4-year-old child eat his motorcycle or his ATV. You call me and I'm a believer, whatever, but I'm not going to really, no. It doesn't happen, people. Let's get real. Kids don't eat motorcycles or ATVs. They're just fun recreational vehicles. That's it. Okay, that's the first one. That was our federal government showing their ignorance. Okay, second one. This one goes out to one of our local politicians, a Miss Mary E. Flowers. She went and she tried to pass a bill that would directly affect our children. Now, wait a minute. Now, we've already had our federal government that says, oh, everything they always talk about is for the children, for the children. Everything is for the children. Well, they've already hurting all the children underneath the ages of 13 and down. They're already doing that. There is one dealership, I'm going to kind of keep it disclosed a little bit, but if you go on a certain website, you'll see that they are still selling motorcycles out in California. My hat's off to them. Buck the system. It's a Tea Party time, people. That's all I've got to say. And God bless this man. That's all I can say. And he's a very big name in the world of motocross. So with that being said, I'm going to back to Miss Mary E. Flowers. Now, she tried to pass a law to where any child underneath the age of 16, all the way down, would become a criminal if they were to ride a motorcycle of any size or ATV. That is just unheard of. Just sickening. I mean, you might as well call her the Grinch or the Scrooge, because that's about the equivalent of what this person truly is. Because any person that would hurt a child, taking away something that they love to do so much. There's so many kids out there that are great. We actually have national and world champions that come from the United States that compete worldwide. And she wants to take that away? Come on. That's ridiculous. I'm out of words, which is hard to believe. But I'm actually out of words because I'm so mad about it, because any person that wants to harm a child in this way, taking away what was only decent, the only decent thing that's left. I mean, we watch our kids, not every second of the day. We spend a lot of money on our kids doing this sport, and I've said that before in the past. We spend a lot of time and a lot of money trying to pass down some good, decent values. And then they want to strip this. And then they always talk about problems with kids and gangs and all this other stuff. Are you kidding? These politicians are promoting it. They take away, if there's a guy selling drugs at a skate park, they shut the skate park down. They don't take away the drug dealer. They don't get rid of him. they take away all the kids' fun. All the good kids pay a price for the bad kids. That's not fair. That's not what our country was brought up on. You know what? It's time for new politicians. If this is the road they keep taking, come on, people. They don't rule us. They're supposed to be working for us. It's supposed to be what we think, not what they think. That's the only problem. We're fighting every day. We had to fight this as a group to preserve our rights. That's wrong. They're working for us. They're supposed to be helping preserve all the rights for everybody, and they just keep taking it away. They use it all in the name of the children. Well, you know what? My blinders have been off for a long time. I know that it's just a propaganda garbage. Anytime any politician uses the word children, he's lying. They lie, they lie, they lie. And I hope all of you people get just mad enough to start writing into your politicians and saying, you know what? Mess up one more time, you're gone. We're voting you out. You know, we have that right to do that. You know, hey, we got rid of Blagojevich. That's one down and only 1 million to go. So, you know, I mean, we could go on and on and on about it, but I really hate to. That's not the point. The point is that these individuals, these politicians want to destroy what these kids do. I mean, my 13-year-old son, he, you know, defying the laws of gravity for 3 and 4 seconds at a time. These individuals will never know the feeling of that. The defying gravity with just a machine with no wings, no anything, and gracefully bringing it back down to the ground 99.9% of the time, not always, but 99% of the time, it's done in beautiful grace and harmony. And to take those feelings away from these kids, and it's not my son, he's not one of the best guys out there. There are kids 1 million times better. And to take that experience away from any kid that either rides a motorcycle or a quad, to take that away from them, to make them criminals, and something at a level these politicians can't even remotely understand. These kids don't need drugs. The adrenaline of flying over a 70-foot jump with a big open gap, the adrenaline and the high they get off of that is 10 times more than any drug could do to them. The feeling is just astronomical, and they want to steal that away from our children. And they say they're doing stuff for our children? I think not. You know, so, okay, so I had to say that, and some of you have watched the program before, and we had a tragedy last year, just a tragedy, and it kind of goes back with everything I've been talking about. We did have a rider that died, and with that, though, it's kind of ironic because a lot of people don't want to be involved in racing, and so one family in particular took their son away from racing, and he ended up getting a really bad head injury playing basketball. And it's a really bad one. I mean, it's not like it didn't kill him, but it really bad. So, I mean, taking away racing isn't the thing. Taking away any sport with motor vehicles, it's all about the training and everything else. But it's, you know, that type of accident that happens at basketball, I mean, it doesn't matter what our kids do. You can't put them in a bubble their whole life. If it's going to happen on a motorcycle, it's going to happen. If it's going to happen playing baseball, basketball, football, bad things happen. No one can control that, and that's really what it's all about. I mean, just let these kids live their life out just like we did when we were kids. We did a bunch of stupid stuff too, so, you know, let's face it, what the kids do nowadays are nearly not as bad as what we've done in the past. So, you know, okay, I've said my little piece against that. Let's hope that our politicians don't cross over the line again. I really hate it when they do because I'll get a lot worse than what I am right now. But with that, we hope you enjoyed the program, and we'll see you next time.